Once upon a time, in a faraway galaxy, there was a little star named Twinkle. Twinkle loved to shine brightly in the night sky, spreading light and joy to all who looked up. But one night, as Twinkle was twinkling away, a strong gust of wind blew through the galaxy and carried Twinkle far away from home. Lost and alone, Twinkle floated through the vast expanse of space, feeling scared and unsure of what to do. But just as Twinkle was about to give up hope, a friendly comet named Comet came zooming by. Comet saw Twinkle and offered to help. Together, they journeyed through the galaxy, exploring new places and meeting interesting creatures along the way. As they traveled, Twinkle realized that even though she was far from home, she was never truly alone. She had Comet by her side, and together they could overcome any obstacle. After what felt like a whirlwind of adventure, Comet and Twinkle finally arrived back at Twinkle's home in the night sky. Twinkle's family and friends were overjoyed to see her, and they welcomed her back with open arms. Twinkle was grateful for Comet's help and knew that she would never forget the adventure they had shared. With a heart full of warmth and gratitude, Twinkle settled back into her place in the night sky, ready to continue shining brightly for all to see. As Twinkle twinkled away, she whispered a silent thank you to Comet for showing her that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope. With that, Twinkle drifted off to sleep, knowing that she was exactly where she belonged, among the stars. Rosie's Magical Journey. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village nestled between rolling hills and lush green forests, there lived a curious little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie was a fluffy white bunny with big, floppy ears and a twitchy little nose. She loved to explore the world around her, hopping from one adventure to the next. One sunny afternoon, as Rosie was hopping through the meadow, she stumbled upon a hidden pathway that led deep into the heart of the forest. Curiosity piqued, Rosie decided to follow the pathway and see where it would lead. As she hopped along the winding path, Rosie encountered all sorts of wonders: sparkling streams, towering trees, and colorful flowers blooming in the dappled sunlight. But just as she was beginning to feel a little tired, Rosie spotted something truly magical up ahead. It was a secret glen, hidden away from the rest of the world. The glen was bathed in the soft glow of fireflies, and a gentle breeze whispered through the trees. In the center of the glen stood a magnificent oak tree, its branches reaching up towards the sky like outstretched arms. Rosie felt drawn to the oak tree, as if it were calling out to her. She hopped closer and noticed something shimmering at the base of the tree, a small, sparkling door carved into the trunk. With a sense of excitement bubbling inside her, Rosie pushed open the door and peered inside. To her amazement, she found herself standing in a cozy little burrow, filled with soft cushions and twinkling lanterns. But the most surprising thing of all was the inhabitant of the burrow, a wise old owl named Oliver. Oliver greeted Rosie with a warm smile and invited her to stay a while and listen to his stories. And so, nestled in the cozy burrow, Rosie listened as Oliver regaled her with tales of faraway lands and daring adventures. As the night wore on and the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Rosie felt her eyelids growing heavy with sleep. With a contented sigh, Rosie curled up on a pile of cushions and drifted off into a peaceful slumber. Her dreams filled with visions of magical forests and wise old owls. And as the moon rose high in the sky and the fireflies danced around the glen, Rosie slept soundly, knowing that she had found a special friend in Oliver and that there were many more adventures waiting for her just beyond the doorstep of her cozy little burrow. Emma's Adventure. Once upon a time, in a cozy village, there lived a little girl named Emma. Emma was always curious and loved to explore. One sunny day, Emma found a shiny key in her backyard. Curious, she decided to see where it would lead her. She followed the key down a winding path into the woods. As she walked, Emma spotted a cozy little cottage hidden among the trees. The door was slightly open, so Emma peeked inside. To her surprise, the cottage was filled with books and toys. Emma couldn't believe her luck. She spent the afternoon playing and reading, When it started to get dark, Emma knew it was time to go home. She tucked the key into her pocket and promised to return another day ... With a happy heart, Emma skipped home, ready for more adventures tomorrow. And as she climbed into bed, she drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the magical cottage in the woods. Max's discovery. Once upon a time, in a quiet town, there lived a young boy named Max. Max was full of curiosity and loved to explore new things. One bright morning, while playing in his backyard, Max discovered a mysterious map hidden under a pile of leaves. Excited by his find, Max decided to follow the map and see where it led. The map led Max through the forest, across a babbling brook, and up a steep hill. Finally, he reached a clearing where an old tree stood tall and proud. Beneath the tree, Max found a hidden cave. Inside, he discovered a treasure chest filled with sparkling jewels and shiny coins. Overjoyed by his discovery, Max carefully closed the treasure chest and made his way back home, carrying the map with him. That night, as Max drifted off to sleep, he dreamed of all the adventures he would have with his newfound treasure. And with a smile on his face, he looked forward to the many more discoveries that awaited him in the days to come. Jack's Starry Night. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town, there lived a boy named Jack. Jack loved to gaze at the stars every night before going to bed. One evening, as Jack was admiring the night sky, he noticed a shooting star streaking across the darkness. Excitedly, he made a wish. "I wish for an adventure under the stars," Jack whispered to himself. To his surprise, the shooting star seemed to twinkle in response, as if granting his wish. Feeling adventurous, Jack decided to explore the forest near his house. As he wandered through the trees, he noticed that the stars above seemed to shine even brighter, lighting his way like a guiding beacon. Suddenly, Jack stumbled upon a clearing in the forest. In the center of the clearing stood a tall, ancient tree with branches reaching up towards the sky. Underneath the tree, Jack found a cozy spot to sit and admire the stars. He felt a sense of peace and wonder wash over him as he gazed up at the twinkling lights above. As Jack sat there, lost in thought, he heard a soft rustling in the bushes nearby. To his surprise, a family of friendly fireflies emerged, their tiny lights glowing in the darkness. The fireflies danced around Jack, their soft glow illuminating the clearing with a warm, gentle light. Jack laughed and played with his new friends, feeling grateful for the magical moment. As the night wore on, Jack knew it was time to return home. With a smile on his face and a heart full of joy, he bid farewell to the fireflies and made his way back through the forest. As he climbed into bed that night, Jack felt a sense of contentment wash over him. He knew that even though his adventure under the stars had come to an end, the memories would stay with him forever. And as he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep, Jack whispered a silent thank you to the shooting star that had granted his wish, grateful for the magical night he had experienced under the starry sky. Good night, little ones. May your dreams be filled with warmth, joy, and all the wonders of your imagination. Sleep tight, and may tomorrow greet you with sunshine and smiles. Good night, sweet dreams.